Don't just tap out. Listen to Truth on Tap. DJ Bad Guy says so.
To Truth on Tap with host Kevin.
How can I say that my show is Truth on Tap if I don't come in here and set you free? Ooh, are we going to talk about some shit tonight? Get your friends in here. Get them in.
Opening up the truth pipeline.
So what's this show going to be? Well, I'm going to set you free. That's what the truth does.
For these bitches.
Truth on Tap.
WesJohnson.com. Check them out.
This is crazy. Do you know I love pickles and peanut butter? I cannot get enough of that. Pickles and peanut butter is like an orgasm during an orgasm, if that's even possible. I couldn't imagine the biological possibility of it, yet the fantastical fantasy possibility is quite real.
My right to say how I say it's mine to give. My heart is mine to share. My soul's
Truth on Tap.
I am going to uncover the deepest, darkest parts of the human psyche right in front of you.
Truth on Tap is now flowing from iHeartRadio. Get your Kierstead fix by Googling Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead.
I mean, I could have fun with this guy, though. He's got a picture of his penis up there, and he guess he's a black dude looking for a twink.
All the truth you can handle running hot on iHeart, Facebook, Spreaker, and more. You want the truth?
Feel the blunt force trauma of that during the show, yeah.
Don't tap out. Get the truth. Truth on Tap. Tap, tap, tap.
And it is 12:12 a.m., and that is not by accident, my friends. Why do you suppose I waited until 12:12 Alpha Mama to do this show? I'll give you 3 guesses, but you only need 1. How about France? Yeah, they put up with some. It's only, okay, the last I heard, anyway, it was only 12 people. So let's put it in context. We've lost 25,000 a day from hunger-related illness, millions from other disease. So you get this thing, and then gun murders and wars and the ongoing stuff, you get used to it. But the new stuff gets us, doesn't it? And I think we expect a certain amount of tolerance for journalists and cartoonists. Haven't we always? Have you looked at any newspapers from the 1700s? Ain't nothing changed. People always poking fun at some shit, always pushing the bounds. Well, they found their line in France, and it's not good. And we're going to talk about it tonight. But first, we got to talk about Jake Fapper, and I'm going to get to that. We got in a bit of a Twitter war today. Twitter, what the fuck? Because it sounds feminine. Tweet? I don't tweet. Little Tweety birds tweet. I'm a man. I grunt. I don't tweet, but I had to tweet the twat. I'm going to call it twat because it, like a newborn baby, I feel comfortable with a twat. I just came out of it. So I feel like that's home. I'm just on vacation for a minute because you don't know when you're a baby. You know what happened? Every lights and shit are on. I got titties on my face. I don't know. I had a cord. Where's my cord? I don't have my cord, and you fuckers cut my cord off, you assholes. I think I'll shit and piss on everybody here. Let them know what I think about this new place. I was fine wherever I was. Some bouncing around ball of water was just fine with me. And now you fuckers kick me out here, smack me, bathe me, put some kind of cloth on my loin, and tell me this is going to be good times. Let me back in that vagina. I was fine in there. Warm. Nobody fucked with me. Yeah. So even when you get older, you want to be back in the vagina. Sure you do. Uploading an image right now, and as you listen, if you can hear the show, I gotta go check that next. I will actually be in the process of semi-editing, getting things set up. Don't know how long I'll be out here tonight. We're going to talk about the weather. If I remember. I don't always remember the shit I say we're going to talk about. You'll be okay. Because you will listen to this fucking shit and you will like it because it's free and you don't have anything else to do. So sit your ass down and get ready to hear some shit about Jake Fapper, the fappiest fapper of Faptopia. We're going to talk about extremist Muslim cocksuckers. Oh, yeah. I'll tell them that, too, out in public. Going to talk about some of that. A little bit about other news, but not much. And that has a lot to do with weather. My studio is my back porch. See, there's a lot of fakery going on, folks. When you come on a show like Truth on Tap, you're not going to have me say, I'm at the studio today. It's brilliant here. Or I don't know why I would say brilliant, but, well, that's what a douchebag would say, you know. And so, yes, I'm not going to say that because I'm quite not the douchebag. And so let me, in the course of telling you what I am, I'll also tell you what I'm not. I'm not a douchebag, but I do play one on the radio. Yeah. So Jake Tapper, why would he respond to one of my tweets during a break on a CNN broadcast? Can you figure that? And we're going to get into it. We're getting into it. But I'm setting shit up right now. Got to check and make sure this fucking show is even picking up my voice. It's a decent chance that it's not. Decent chance that it's not. So listening, awful low. Awful low. Nothing I can do about that right now. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. And I think some people are in the chat, and I will check there in a minute. Now, I didn't hate Jake Tapper before. Let's get that out. I don't really hate anybody. There are very few people in this world I hate. And we're going to talk about dislikes tonight, too. Because, see, everything is on scale. If you don't think of things on scale, you don't have an accurate picture in your head of reality. Scale, time and space, you've got to put it into scale so that you can have the proper perspective. Okay, the truth is that only, I think, unless the number's gone up from like injuries that turned into deaths, that only 12 journalists / cartoonists / paper production people, publication production people were killed in Paris. And je suis Charlie, and I am today. We're all French, I think. You might hate the French because we had some shit around 9/11. Their public got kind of outraged about the Iraq thing. In hindsight, I think most Americans could semi-sympathize with them, but we were thinking, you know what? You should kind of be on our side no matter what right now. Kind of like England was, you know? I mean, we just got kicked pretty hard in the nuts. And as long as you don't listen to Alex Jones, you believe that it was 19 Muslim extremists. What do you know? There goes some more motherfuckers that think they're going to go to heaven and get 72 virgins. The fuck would you want 72 virgins for? I would take 20 experienced hookers and say, that's enough. The fuck am I going to do with another 52 women? Jesus Christ. Spread them out a bit. There's other guys up here. See, they don't do the math. They don't do the math. You can't have 72 virgins per guy when the sexes generally average out around 1 for 1, male to female. It's dumb shit from the beginning. Oh, it's all going to be glorious, isn't it? Glitter here and diamonds there. You can even decide to swear. I made that rhyme. I do that. Well, Guy Shea got me to do this show, and you can blame him for whatever this show does. And this show will probably generate some attention because I'm going after a few people in this show. Yeah, going after Jake Tapper. And I think he's a decent newscaster. I'm going to go ahead and give him a B. I'll probably give him a solid B for his newscasting skills. The rest is an exercise in douchebaggery. And the fact that he can't even realize what he's doing wrong terrifies me. These are the people that are in charge of delivering your news to you. And I've never been a CNN hater. CNN to me was always like the generic brand of sugar. You get it. It may not be as good as Domino, but you really can't tell too much of a difference. Yeah, it might have a little bit of a tilt toward the salty, but it's sugar and it's cheaper. So you get the CNN. I've had the CNN. I listen to all news sources. There's no news source I go to and go, I ain't listening to this shit no more. Because I want to know what people are hearing. Absolutely. What you're hearing right now is Truth on Tap. Your host, Kevin A. Kierstead. K-Tap is the name that Guy Shea, who through his strong arm tactics has me on the air tonight. And that's just the way it is. Now, oh, look at this. Look at all these people in chat. I can't keep up with you. Look, Guy Shea's in there. Rick is in there, who loves Jesus. It's quite apparent. Dislex, don't tell me they're going to be children marched in. The Keith Toller Show, oui, what's up? Parlez-vous français? Et toi? On peut? Je parle un peu français. CNN's Don Lemon is a retard. Yes, he is. I think he does okay with basic news items, personally, Guy. It's once you start getting into specialties that Don Lemon sucks a big donkey dick, and he does too. You can even hear the extra sound effects. Like, I'm not going to do it, but sometimes you have to use your imagination. I'm not going to sit here and make slurping sounds to imitate what I am personifying a donkey dick to be when Don Lemon sucks it. I'm not doing that. But your imagination can do that. See, I'm not afraid to engage your imagination to fill in for where I don't want to make slurping sounds. Why would I? My God, Guy Shay, if you spent 10 years, I think you said 10 years, either managing and or owning a strip club, this is what I want to talk about. Let's talk about Guy Shay first. Here's how I try to empathize with people and understand them. I try to imagine being them. So I take what I know about them. I'm not stalky, so I don't go digging for shit about them. I take what I know, and I put myself into their shoes if possible. And here's what I know. I've been to a strip club maybe, 10 or 15 times in my life total. And to me, it's kind of like, I saw it as kind of a waste because I spent money there. And it's kind of like going to a bank when they have the vault open. You go and look at I can't have that. Maybe one day I can have that if I get really lucky or work really hard, but I can't touch that. I can't have that. Does anyone have an AK-47? Because I would like some of that. Never thought that in a strip club, though. So, yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time in strip clubs. But let me tell you what's at a strip club. For those of you that don't know, you guys that are too Christian, maybe you've never been, you Muslims that are too clean, get the fuck out of here. Goddamn extremists. You women that have never been to a strip club or don't understand men. Men have an ideal in their head. You can blame society. You can say, well, back in the 1700s, men thought fat women were the shit. They liked women that looked like Mona Lisa. You know what Mona Lisa did? I'm going to tell you what Mona Lisa did because I know the look. She just sucked somebody's cock. I swear to God. That look is unmistakable. And I think it was the guy who was painting the picture. That's who it had to be. Look at the face. I just sucked a little cock. Yeah, nobody knows, but I know. I know I did, and you do too. Only the people looking at this picture will never know. I do, bitch, because I can read people. I can read people like a fucking book. I can read people like they're braille, and I'm blind. K-tap is tapping. That's right. It's like babysitting kids with tits. See, that's the thing, Guy. But when you first started working there, I'll bet you were thrilled. Look at the women. They're beautiful. Men have an ideal in their head of this. Basically, it's everything. It's the face, it's the nose, it's the lips, it's the eyes, it's the ears. Symmetry, as you may know, through studies they've done in psychology, we like to see symmetry. So these are the little things, okay? Once you get your beer goggles on, you begin to dismiss the little things, and you're looking at the bigger things. But in general, a guy's looking and saying, all right, we don't want someone who's too big or too small. She needs to look healthy. That is a very primitive instinct, and what we're looking for there, whether we realize it or not, is a good mate who's going to produce offspring that are also healthy. So we want to see a healthy amount of weight, not too far in either direction. But to us, it's a sports car. It's a beautiful shape on a woman when we're talking about her body. Now, we might talk to, I've sat in strip clubs before and talked to women for 2 hours. Knew I wasn't getting lucky. I can't do it because I think they know what we want. And that takes me out of lucky mode. I'm not getting it. Now, my friends did. I had a friend, Jason. We went to a strip club a few times over in Newport News, Virginia, called the Bayou. But it was spelled B-I-J-U-O-U. So I called it the Bijou because I'm crazy like that. He used to get lucky a few times there, not me. No, it just wasn't, I can't do it. I feel like I'm lying. If I go into a strip club and say, I'd like to do something with you, and I'll call you after. I'm not calling you after. No, I'm not. Because you do this, and that won't work for me. Not in a relationship. No, not showing the hooch to everybody who's got $1 is not going to work. But Guy, the bodies were beautiful. Their faces were beautiful. Their lips, their nose, they had the makeup on. Their